New Marvel and DC MAFEX figures announced. Cable getting the Revoltech treatment. Mezco teases a 112 Collective Two-Face figure. New Transformers masterpieces with RC and Tigertron. Masters of the Universe PowerCon exclusives for the Origins line from Mattel. And more. All in today's news video. So let's jump into it. Yo, you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and I'm with my buddy Salome, and we got a lot of news to cover today, but real quick, I wanted to let you know, well, actually, Salome wanted to let you know that her and Mr. Logan and the other animals in the house, they've decided to launch their own YouTube channel. They got tired of seeing me make videos, and so they wanted to have their own channel. And so they kicked it off today with their first video, and basically Salome really wants you to check it out. If you're a fan of cats, if you're a fan of dog videos, that type of thing, then I think this will be a channel for you. It is not affiliated with this channel. I'll be on there some, but again, it's really about these guys, my fur friends here, and their antics. So I will put a link to that channel in the video description below if you want to check it out. And again, Salome really strongly urges you to do so. And then real quick, if you're a fan of Shartimus Prime, we're getting really close to Toy Fair, the New York Toy Fair. We're just a few weeks away. And if you happen to live in New York City, or you're going to be in New York City during that time, specifically on February 22nd, Shartimus is going to be doing a get-together at Forbidden Planet there at 832 Broadway. It will be starting at 8 p.m. and goes to, I believe, 10 p.m. And this is, you know, he does this, he tries to do this whenever he goes to New York, and, you know, he greets his fans. He'll have some stuff that he's selling, some t-shirts, some posters, things like that. But really, if you're a big fan of his and you want to meet him in person, this is your opportunity to do so. So again, that's going to be on Saturday, the 22nd, which is the first day of Toy Fair, and it'll start at 8 p.m. at Forbidden Planet. Okay, so let's jump into the news, and first thing I wanted to start off with is Boss Fight Studio has released their first image for their first 4-inch or 1 1/18 scale Flash Gordon figure. So this figure is being released to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon, you know, the movie that really at the time was not deemed as very good, but has kind of developed a cult following. And then, you know, the old, you know, really old TV series and comics and everything. So always a little bit on the campy side, but, you know, kind of cool, Flash Gordon. And so Boss Fight Studio, again, they're doing a figure based on the character from and celebrating the 40th anniversary. More details are going to be coming to light at Toy Fair. They're going to have the figure on display. I think they might be doing multiple figures. They haven't, you know, again, they haven't given a whole lot of details, but definitely they're doing this one. And again, we should hear more on this and see more on this at Toy Fair in a couple of weeks. For you Mezco 112 collector fans, just today, Mezco teased another Batman villain for the line. They're going to be doing Two-Face. We'll have more details at Toy Fair that we might see it beforehand. They said the same thing about Thanos, and then they released the information and started taking pre-orders last week for that one. So I don't know if this will go up for pre-order before Toy Fair, but definitely it looks like Two-Face is coming, and they released this teaser, and it looks pretty good overall. You know, it's not a great picture. It's actually from a video, a little couple second video they posted up on their social media, but it definitely, you know, it gives you a look at it. He's got the coin and everything. And again, we should, if not sooner, we'll definitely see this figure on display at Toy Fair. Super 7 last week announced for their reaction line, their 4-inch reaction line, that they're going to be doing Beavis and Butthead figures. So they're going to be doing Beavis and Butthead in just their regular outfits, as well as a set in their Burger World's uniforms. And then they're also doing the Great Cornholio. And honestly, you know, as far as reaction figures go, I'm not a huge fan in general, but I think Beavis and Butthead are kind of a perfect fit for the reaction line. So if you're a fan of the old Beavis and Butthead cartoons, then these are figures you're probably going to want to check out, and they will be going up for pre-order this week. In Transformers news this weekend at the Wonderfest convention, it was announced and confirmed that the next 2 Masterpiece Transformers will be MP50 Beast Wars Tigertron, and then MP51 RC based on her appearance in the original animated movie. Now for you My Hero Academia fans, I actually have quite a few different bits of news I wanted to share with you. So first of all, it looks like Bandai America is going to be doing some figures based on the property in 6.5-inch scale. So these will be a little bit shorter than the McFarlane Toys ones. Same characters. Seems like everybody keeps doing the same characters for this line. But again, Bandai America is doing these, and it's part of their Anime Heroes line, which was kind of originally a continuation of their Dragon Stars line. So these have started to actually hit Toys R Us shelves in Hong Kong. Henry gave us a heads up to these. I'm almost sure these will be released here in the United States, but I don't know exactly when. But again, you know, if you like the Dragon Stars and other stuff from Bandai America, these might be ones that you want to check out. In other My Hero Academia news, Good Smile Company is going to be doing some more Figma figures based on the property. These images come via a Shen, and they were taken at the Winter Wonder Festival that went on this weekend. And you can see, again, a lot of the same characters that we've seen previously from other companies. However, there is a new character here, this female character. I'm not going to try and pronounce her name because I'll just butcher it. But this is actually, you know, the first company I'm seeing doing this particular character. So at least we're getting a little bit of variation. But again, seems like everybody seems to focus on those big three. All Might and the other two. So I don't know, it's kind of strange to me. You'd think, I don't follow this property, so obviously I'm not really familiar with any of the characters. I recognize All Might, he's kind of the face of the property, but the others are, you know, not nearly as known to me. But I assume, you know, the ones that everyone's doing are the most popular characters in the franchise. But, you know, there's gotta be more than 3 popular characters, right? I mean, it seems like, you know, companies might want to mix it up a little bit and not just re-release the same figures, you know, right on top of each other. It just, I don't know, it doesn't seem like a smart strategy to me, but I guess maybe that's just me. And the final bit of My Hero Academia news I have for you guys, some updated images for the amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech figures. So we'd seen these figures before. We'd seen unpainted prototypes at some of the previous conventions, but now we're getting updated images of these. These images come from Canelli93, I think that's how you pronounce it. And again, these were taken at the Winter Wonder Festival that took place this past weekend. For you Masters of the Universe fans, this weekend, PowerCon released some teaser images for their exclusives for this year's convention, and they are based on Mattel's new Masters of the Universe Origins line. So first, we're getting a 5-pack, which is going to cost $200 to those who actually attend the convention. And the convention this year is going to be taking place in Anaheim, California on August 8th through the 9th. Tickets are on sale now for that convention. And again, the first exclusive that they're doing is a 5-pack, which features He-Man, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms, Merman, and Beastman. And as I understand it, this is supposed to be based on a never released prototype back in the day that was done. So it'll probably use the same bodies as the regular versions. All these characters are getting released on single cards, but then, you know, so these figures will probably use those same bodies, but they'll have different paint decos and accessories and things like that. So just kind of a variant of what we're getting in the regular line. And then there's going to be a single figure release that's going to cost $40 to attendees. And this one looks like it's going to be of She-Ra. Now, She-Ra has not yet been announced as a regular release figure. This looks like it's based on the vintage toy She-Ra with the headgear and everything. But I do assume that Mattel will release She-Ra in the regular line, that this won't be the only way to get She-Ra. But as of right now, this is the first we're seeing of a She-Ra figure for this line. There's also going to be some type of Masters of the Universe Hot Wheels exclusive, but no details or images at all were released for that one. In other Wonder Festival news, it was announced by Flame Toys that they're going to do a Batman figure based on the Arkham video game, the Arkham Knight video game. So Arkham Knight Batman, they had this unpainted prototype. So Flame Toys, you know, they've done some Transformers stuff, non-transforming figures, but overall the detail on them seems pretty nice. So if you're a fan of the Arkham Knight video game, this might be something you want to keep an eye on. And then for you MAFEX fans, we are going to be getting a new Dark Knight Returns, the Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns Joker figure. So that's the newest figure for the Dark Knight Returns line that's been announced. And then we're getting an updated version of the Hush Batman figure, this time with the gray and black outfit as opposed to blue. So that one looks pretty good. Got the soft goods cape. Don't know if that display base is going to be included. Probably not, but would be cool if it was. And then switching to Marvel, they announced for the MAFEX line, they're doing Night Monkey from Spider-Man Far From Home, which has an unmasked head sculpt, which looks pretty good. Has the Tony Stark glasses that you can put on the figure, which is nice. And then they're doing Avengers Endgame figures. So they're doing Captain America, Iron Man, and then Fat Warrior Thor. So at this point, it looks like the only company that is yet to give us this version of Thor is Hasbro with the Marvel Legend line. Hopefully, maybe something they'll have to announce at Toy Fair. I've not seen any indication that that figure is yet coming, but I can't believe that Hasbro is not going to release that version of Thor sooner or later. But, you know, we've seen Tomasi Nations with the SH Figure Arts line and now the MAFEX line. So I really can't believe Hasbro is not going to do a Marvel Legend version sooner or later. But definitely, you know, those figures look good. MAFEX really seems to have been stepping things up, even though I know some people did have problems with the recently released Wolverine figure. And then the final MAFEX Marvel figure that was shown briefly was Magneto. And at least based on the image or the figure that was on display at the Wonder Festival, he's got an Age of Apocalypse long hair head sculpt. I'm thinking that's probably just an alternate head, that they'll probably do a regular helmeted head, maybe even an Age of Apocalypse helmeted head with the hair coming out underneath. But I also kind of feel like they're going to do just a normal Magneto head sculpt with this one as well. And this is following, you know, Wolverine was the first X-Men figure, and then the Jim Lee Cyclops, and I think those are the only two X-Men ones they've announced up until now, and now Magneto as well. For you Revoltech fans, it looks like the next Marvel character coming in the Amazing Yamaguchi line will be Cable. We saw an unpainted prototype on display at the Wonder Festival this past weekend. This image comes via Kennel 93, and overall, I think the figure looks good. You know, some characters look better than others in the Revoltech line, and I think Cable's one that'll actually work well with the big shoulder pads and everything. Now, not a lot of details. Again, just this unpainted prototype that was on display, but I'm sure we'll be hearing more on this figure, you know, in the coming weeks and months. And then finally, I just got some release dates for some Marvel Legends stuff. So some of the stuff is still rumored. It has not been officially confirmed by Hasbro. In fact, pretty much all this stuff is just rumored, not been officially confirmed yet. But for the rumors, I have some actual release dates, some tentative release dates. You know, these aren't set in stone, but this is probably around the time you're going to start seeing this stuff released. So first of all, there is apparently an X-Men retro carded Gray Beast figure in the works. You know, basically just a repaint of the Blue Beast, not to be mistaken with the Age of Apocalypse version. But this is going to come on the vintage card back like the recent Black Costume Storm. And I believe Rectangular, the YouTuber Rectangular, was the first one to discover this listing for this figure. But I've gotten updated information that the release date on that is likely going to be around June. So if that's one that you're interested in getting, then it's going to be out early this summer. Then that Avengers wave that I talked about, the video game based wave, is going to be coming out in April. So that's actually going to be coming out relatively soon, assuming it is, you know, actually coming. You know, still that's one that's not been officially confirmed by Hasbro. Then the Age of Apocalypse wave is looking like it's not going to be out until May. We still don't know what the Build-A-Figure for that is, but I'm sure we'll see that at Toy Fair. Then there's the Deadpool wave, which I'm pretty sure is referencing the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave, which we know the Build-A-Figure, and we know 3 of the figures in that wave. We know the Sunspot, the Warpath, and the Deadpool in the blue outfit. There's still at least 3 other figures in that wave that we don't yet know about, but again, those details will likely come during Toy Fair. But the release date on that wave is looking to be August, so late summer for that one. And then finally, there's a Venom wave that's supposed to be coming this year, and the release date, I have no idea what figures are going to be included in that wave, but the release date for it looks like it's going to be in that October time frame. Now, there have been rumors that have floated around about us getting like a Venomized Captain America figure, which makes me wonder if Hasbro, and I've seen a lot of companies, Funko and Lego and various other companies that do Marvel product, I've seen them doing a lot of Venomized type characters. makes me wonder if Hasbro might not do an entire wave of figures of Venomized characters. So, you know, Captain America, Iron Man, you know, who knows, everyone in the Marvel Universe by now has pretty much at one point or another been Venomized. So, you know, they have a wide range of characters they could do. But I think it would kind of be interesting if they did that. But, you know, let me know in the comments section below. Would you like to see a Venom-themed wave of nothing but Venomized Marvel characters? You know, let me know in the comments section. But again, there is a Venom wave that should be coming, and the release date, even though I don't know what the figures are in that wave, the release date on it should be in the October timeframe. Okay, so that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about. Let me know in the comments section below. As always, you know, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. If you haven't already, think about signing up for the TNI newsletter. A link to that is in the video description below. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.